guys. So I put together a 30-35 minute yoga flow for you to do whilst you're all stuck at home self-isolating. It's quite fast moving and there's a lot of focus on opening the chest and the heart space. It's quite a nice one to do in the morning or at lunchtime if you need to wake up and feel refreshed and energized. I am preggo, so can't do a lot of the poses now, but I'll be talking through and giving you different options as I go. So I hope you enjoy it. So if you start just sitting comfortably in a seated position, if this is a bit too tough for your hips, you can always place a block if you have one or a big book underneath your bum just so that you raise the hips up. And then you're lengthening through the spine, softening the shoulders away from the ears, hands resting either in the lap or lightly on the knees. You can close your eyes if you want to, or just kind of relax the eyelids down. And just take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And you're going to interlace your fingers around your head, so just above the base of the spine. And then as you inhale, open the chest towards the ceiling, so lift the chest up. Exhale, you're going to round, push through the shoulder blades, puff up through the back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round. One more. Inhale, lift up. Shoulders slide down the back, shoulder blades. Exhale, release down. And bring your hands to your knees. We're going to do that all again. Inhale, open the chest to the ceiling. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, up. And exhale, round. Now bring your right hand down to your side, and you're going to lift the left arm up and over into a nice gentle side stretch. So pressing down both of your bum cheeks into the mat, softening the right ear down to the right shoulder, and then trying to have some space around the left shoulder as well. So drop the left shoulder down. Breathe deeply into the left side of the body. And as you exhale, return back to center. Inhale, lift the right arm up and over, and exhale, stretch over to the left. Soften the left ear down, space around the right ear, around the right shoulder. Breathing into the right side of the body. So think of your ribcage expanding as you inhale, softening as you exhale. And then come over onto your knees into tabletop position. So hands right underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We'll move through some cat-cows. Inhale, soften the belly, send your gaze forwards and arch your back. Exhale, send your gaze to your navel as you round into your cat. Inhale, reach the chest forwards, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, push the mat away and dome through the upper back. Let's do one more. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, push in between the shoulder blades. Then come back to a neutral tabletop position, tuck your toes under and push up into downward facing dog. And you can just start to walk out the feet here, so you're warming up the backs of the legs. Really slowly, not rushing this. Just stretching out the legs. And then bring your feet together and float the right leg up to the ceiling. Bend your knee and open your hip. So you're stacking the right hip right on top of the left. Circle the ankle and squeeze your heel towards your bum. Inhale, float the leg back up to center. Exhale, step it in between your hands, low lunge. So you're lowering onto the left knee, sinking into the hips and reaching the arms up to the ceiling. So as you sink down, careful not to completely dump down into your hips, particularly if you're quite flexible. Think of pressing down through the right heel So you're kind of lifting up and out slightly of the right thigh. Inhale, lift up through the spine. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest to the ceiling. Inhale, round the upper back. Exhale, release back up. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cactus the arms. So you're squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, round the upper back. Exhale, release back up. Now place the hands down to the mat and step back into downward facing dog. And bring your feet together, flip the left leg up. Bend your knee, open your hips. Circle your ankle, squeeze your heel towards your bum. And inhale, float the leg back up. Exhale, step in between your hands, low lunge. You're lowering onto the right knee this time, sweeping the arms above the head. Sink into your hips, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together, open the chest. Inhale, round the upper back. Exhale, release back up. One more. Inhale, lift up out of waist. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, round. Exhale, release back up. Now place your hands down. Tuck the back toes under. And you're going to step forwards into your ragdoll. So feet hip distance apart. Bend the knees as much as you need. And just flop the upper body over the legs. It might feel nice to sway gently from side to side. And then release your feet and toe heel your feet together. Because my bump's in the way, I have to keep my feet apart now. But if you're not pregnant, feet together. Inhale, lengthen, lift to your flat back. You're pulling up the thighs. Exhale, release down. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower down. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Now bend your knees, tuck your chin in and slowly curl up vertebra by vertebra. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and clear it out. Inhale, float the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, hands down. Step back to your high plank and hold. So your wrists are underneath your shoulders. Your belly is lifted and you're pushing the mat away with your hands. So think of rounding the upper back. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the knees. Hug the elbows in and lower all the way down to the floor. Now you're going to inhale and lift up into your cobra if you want to. I'm going to take a little press up because I can't do back bends. And then as you exhale, you're going to push up into downward facing dog. Deep breath in here and a full breath out. So remember, in downward facing dog, the most important thing is to have length in the spine. So if you feel like you need to come up onto the tiptoes, bend the knees to push the tailbone up higher so that you get that length in the spine, then go ahead, that's absolutely fine. You don't need to be worrying too much about pressing the heels down. Now inhale, come to tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees. You're going to step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, chin to chest, curl up. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. So you're either jumping or stepping back to your high plank. Lowering down. Inhaling to your cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale to tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, fold. Chin to chest, curl up. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, high to low plank. Inhale to your cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, full breath out. Inhale to tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Chair pose. Bend the knees, sink the bum low, sweep the arms and the chest high. So feet together if you're not pregnant and if this doesn't cause any pain in the lower back. And if you are pregnant, feet hip distance apart so you have that space in your tummy. The weight is in your heels and you're shooting the bum back towards the back of your mat. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, sink lower into your glutes. So you're really grounding down through the heels. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, can you sink even lower? Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands down. Step back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. You're opening through the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now inhale, float the right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, step in between your hands, high lunge. So you're reaching the arms above the head, squaring the hips, and pressing down through the ball of the back foot. So the heel is lifted. Can you sink a little lower into your hips? Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands down, high to low plank. Inhale to your upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg floats up and back. Exhale, step in between your hands. Inhale, sweep the arms above the head. Exhale, sink into your high lunge. So are you squaring hips to the front? Are you grounding down through the left heel and lifting the right heel up, lengthening that back leg as much as you can? Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands down, high to low plank. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, one breath this time. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we're going to move a little quicker now. Inhale, float the right leg up. Exhale, step in between your hands. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands down, high to low plank. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg floats up and back. Exhale, step in between your hands. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands down, high to low plank. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale, float the right leg up and back. Exhale, step in between your hands. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, land in your high lunge. So sink a little lower into the hips. Square the hips to the front. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hover the back knee. So you just want it a tiny bit off of the mat. Inhale, drive up. Exhale, hover. Inhale, up. Exhale, hover. Inhale, up. Exhale, hover. Last one. Inhale, up. warrior two. So in warrior two, your hips are squared to the side. The right knee is right over the ankle, and you shouldn't allow the knee to knock in. If you feel the knee twisting inwards, push the left hip forwards so you can roll that knee outwards. Arms out to the sides, you're looking over your middle finger. Flip the front palm, reach forwards, up and back, reverse warrior. So you're softening the left ear down, keep bending into the right knee. Inhale into the right side of the body. Exhale, forearm to thigh, extended side angle. So resting the right forearm on the right thigh, left arm reaches up, and grow through the left arm so that you have that length in the right side of the body. Inhale, exhale, come back to your warrior two. Flip the front palm, reach forwards, up and back, reverse warrior. Cartwheel the hands over, high to low plank. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg floats up and back. Exhale, step in between your hands. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, land in your high lunge. Then inhale, grow. Exhale, hover the back knee. Inhale, push up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Last one, inhale, up. Exhale, open out, warrior two. So make sure that the left knee is over the left ankle and your right toes are pointing more to the front than the back of the mat. You're pressing into the outer edge of the back foot so the back leg is really strong. Flip the front palm, reach forwards, up and back, reverse warrior. Soften the right ear down. Keep bending through the left knee and think of lifting up and out of the left hip. Inhale into the left side of the body. Exhale, forearm to thigh, extended side angle. So try not to put too much weight in that left forearm. Relax the neck and open through the chest. Check that front knee, don't allow the knee to knock in. One more breath here. Exhale, release, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reach forwards, up and back, reverse warrior. Cartwheel the hands over, high to low plank. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we're going to just do that again, but this time we're going to add on a few more poses and a few more variations. So inhale, float the right leg up. Exhale, step in between your hands. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, land in your high lunge. Now this time you're going to lower the back knee, hover it just above the mat. Keep lifting through the arms. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen the leg and open out to warrior two. Sink into your hips. Keep pressing down through the feet. So think of pressing the mat away. Flip the front palm, reach forwards, up and back, reverse warrior. Soften the left ear down. Inhale into the right side of the body. Exhale, release, forearm to thigh, extended side angle. So you can option to stay here, keep sinking into the hips. Option to bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot, keep reaching up with the left arm. Or option to come into your bind, wrapping the left arm behind the lower back, threading the right arm underneath to grab the fingers. Keep hugging the outer right hip in, open through the chest. One more breath here. Exhale, release, warrior two. Now straighten the front leg and toe heel the back foot in, so you're shortening up your stance. Send the hips up and back, then reach forwards and down to your triangle pose. So back of the right hand rests lightly on the right shin. You're zipping up the thighs. opening through the chest, so that left shoulder reaches back. Now you can stay here if you want to come into a balance. Bend your right knee, right hand reaches forwards, and you're going to float the back leg up into your half moon. So you're stacking the left hip on top of the right, pulling up that standing leg. Keep opening the chest. One more breath here. Exhale, bend the standing knee, float the leg back, warrior two. Now flip the front palm, reach forwards, up and back, reverse warrior. Cartwheel the hands over, step back to your high plank. Lower the knees first if you need. You're going to hug the elbows in and slowly lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way down if you can onto your tummy for 1. Now inhale to your cobra, exhale, downward facing dog. Now just the right hand side, then we're going to close with some stretches. Inhale, float the left leg up. Ooh, it's the left hand side. Exhale, step in between your hands, high lunge. Reach the arms above the head, sink into your hips. Drop the right knee down towards the mat. And you're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the leg, open out to warrior two. Flip the front palm, reach forwards, up and back, reverse warrior. Inhale into the left side, exhale forearm to thigh, extended side angle. Sink into your hips, keep pressing into the outer edge of the back foot so the back leg is super strong. Option to stay here, option to lower the left hand to the inside of the left foot, or you can come into your bind. Relax your neck, keep opening through the chest. One more breath here. Exhale, release, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reach forwards, up and back, reverse warrior. And then you're going to straighten the front leg, toe heel the back foot in, and come down into your triangle pose. Pull the legs up, rest the back of the left hand lightly on the shin. Drop the neck so you haven't got any tension in your neck. Open the chest, reach up through the right hand. One more breath here. And exhale, bend the left knee if you're coming into the balance. Gaze towards about a foot in front of you and come up into your half moon. So stack the right hip on top of the left. Open the chest, reach up through the right fingers. Keep squeezing the glutes. One more breath in. Exhale, bend the knee, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reach forwards, up and back, reverse warrior. Cartwheel the hands over, step back to your high plank and hold. Lower the knees if you need. We're lowering, hugging the elbows in for the count of 5, 4, 3, push back up to 4, down to 3, up to 4, down to 3, up to 4, down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. Inhale to your cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Inhale, flip the right leg up. Exhale, step to the outside of the right hand. So we're coming down into lizard pose. We're starting to slow the flow down, winding down into our stretches. So the back knee is on the mat. You're hugging the outer right hip in. Option to stay up on the hands, or you can lower down onto your forearms. You're sinking into the hips, but lifting the chest so you're growing through the spine. Option to stay here, or you can tuck the toes under and push up into your high lizard, and then it can feel really nice to just rock gently forwards and back. Just so you're easing into the hips a little more. And release your knee down, come back up onto the hands. You're going to toe heel the foot over to the left of the mat and come into your pigeon. So square off the hips, the left leg comes to the middle of the body. You can place a block or a book if you have one underneath your glutes if you need. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forwards. So I can't move forwards anymore, so I'm going to stay up. But feel free to release down, come down onto your forearms and rest your forehead on the mat or on your arms. So you should feel this around your right hips, your right hip, your right glutes. And if this is too much, remember you can always either sit up with the right shin over the left thigh, and you can kind of come up onto your hands and move your hips closer towards the left ankle. So you should again just feel this in the right glutes. But that's if it's too much with for your knee, particularly if you're lying down in pigeon, then this is another option. Or you can come into lying down on your back, which I can't do anymore, but you can just take this position lying on your back. And take one more deep breath in. And exhale. If you're in pigeon, you're going to walk back up into your hands, cross your ankles, and make your way back into downward facing dog. Then inhale, float the left leg up and back. Exhale, step to the outside of the left hand. Drop the right knee down. You're coming into lizard on the other side. Sinking into the hips. Either staying up on the hands or you're lowering down onto forearms. Hug the outer left hip in, lengthen through the spine. Stay here where you're tucking the toes under and pushing up into your high lizard, maybe rocking gently forwards and back. And release the knee down. Come back up onto the hands, toe heel your foot over for pigeon on the other side. So come down on your left thigh, your left knee, and you're hugging the right leg into the middle of the body. Block underneath your left glutes if you need. Remember, you want to keep the hips squared to the front. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forwards if you can. And if this was too much for your knee or your hip, you can always come to sitting or lying down with the left shin over the right thigh. So you're still getting the same stretch, you're just in more control when you're in this position. You can kind of move forwards and back as much as you need to get that stretch. Okay, so bring your bum down, walk your hands up if you're in your pigeon. Then we're going to meet back in a seated position. We're going to take Baddha Konasana. So bring your feet together. Thumbs come to the inside of the feet. Knees turn around. Remember, block underneath the bum if you need. Lengthen through the spine, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Just taking a few breaths here. And just trying to relax around the hips. Dropping the knees a little further every time you exhale. And reach your right foot forwards. Flex the right toes up. And you're going to place the sole of the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. So this leg is really strong, so you're zipping up the thigh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forwards. So you want your shoulders square over your right leg. And then you're just coming down. So wherever your hands meet, you can bring the hands to the outside of the right foot. If you're really open and flexible in your hamstrings, you can always try and grab onto one of the wrists behind your foot. Just remembering to keep the length in the spine and pull up through the right quad. Okay, one more breath here. And exhale, slowly release back up, tuck your chin in. Now bring the right hand, the right arm to the inside of the right leg. And you're going to take a side stretch, reach up and over. Relax the right ear down. Keep flexing that right foot. And breathe into the left side of the body. You're always thinking of expanding the rib cage as you inhale and allowing it to soften as you exhale. One more deep breath in and exhale, release. I'm just going to swap over. So bring the sole of the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. You're flexing the left toes up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forwards. So I'm having to, because my tummy, just slightly move to the inside of the leg. If that's not a problem for you, you're trying to get your shoulders square over that foot. So you're flexing the left toe, the left quad. Lengthen the spine. With each inhale, think of lifting through the chest, finding that length. With each exhale, you're folding a little further forwards. And slowly curve yourselves up. Move the hips out slightly so you can take that side stretch. Left hand, left forearm to the inside of the left leg. You're reaching the right arm up and over. Drop the left ear down and slide the right shoulder blade down the back so you're opening the chest. One more breath and exhale, release. Then come to a seated position. And we're going to just come back to where we were, so bring the fingers behind, interlace the fingers behind the back, the head. And just fold forwards, relax down. So just stretching out the back now, so don't worry about lengthening the spine. Releasing the chin to the head. And bring the right hand down to the side. You're just take another side stretch, reach the left arm up and over. Drop the right ear down. And then keep the head where it is. You're going to lift the left arm up and over to that point where you're just going to hover it above the mat. You should feel a lovely stretch in the left side of your neck. So this hand will be different for everyone, the height of the hand. But just find that kind of sweet spot where you can get that lovely stretch. Now bring the left hand to the lap. You're going to cradle the head as you bring it back up. We're going to swap over. Reach the left arm, right arm up and over to the left. So big breath into the right side of the body. Keep the neck relaxed and reach the right arm up and over so that you get that neck stretch, neck release. And cradle the head. Slowly place it back on top of your spine. And if you want to close, you can come to lying down and you can take a supine twist, so you can bring both knees in together, drop the knees over to one side and then look over to the right with your arms out, pressing shoulder blades down. I can't do that because I can't lie on my back anymore, but you can do that and swap over just to slow down. Otherwise, just come to sitting comfortably, maybe closing your eyes again. And we'll take 3 deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. A deep breath in, and letting everything go as you exhale. One more, inhale, exhale, release. And bring your hands to your heart center. And namaste. I hope you enjoyed that. And you have a good rest of your day. Thank you very much.